I am Anansi, keeper of stories. Settle down while I stir the pot. Join me while I spin a tale.
Welcome to Anansi Storytime. I'm your host, Terry Barston. Today we have a story about the sun, a thoughtless creature of heat and light, bringing calamity to Maui's people. Our story is called Maui Snaring the Sun, a Polynesian tale collected by W.D. Westervelt. Our players are Lisa Watson, Max Baskin, Matt Olaf Hinton, Thomas Sixton, Christian Gunberg, Greg Zumbrook, and L.J. Donnell. Please enjoy.
Come, sit, listen. I once heard a story that started like this.
As the family chant of Queen Liliuokalani goes,
Maui became restless and fought the sun with a noose that he laid, and winter won the sun, and summer was won by Maui.
once upon a time, the gods Vatea and Tungati quarreled over a child, each claiming it as their own.
Let go! The child is mine!
Never! I'd sooner let my arms be pulled from my body.
In their struggle, the child was torn in two.
There now, neither of us have the child. It is now nothing but flesh and blood upon the ground.
Oh no! Fear not, dear thing. I will do what I can for you.
Now, long before this sad quarrel, Maui had placed the heavens in the sky, securing them tightly so they could not fall. After that, he had opened the way to the heavens so that the gods could reach them more easily. Vatea knew this, and so formed a plan. Vatea rolled the half of the child they had secured into a ball and threw it far up into the heavens, where it became the sun. The light that shined from its body became 16 fiery legs, which it used to roll along the heavens. It sank down to Aviki, also known as Hawaii, only to rise again.
Oh, you return again, clever child, rolling across the sky once more, the most lovely thing in creation.
I'll show that, Vatea. Just wait until the darkness comes again. We will see whose child is the most lovely.
Tungati rolled the half of the child they had secured into a ball. As the sun sank, they threw their ball up into the darkness, and it rolled along the heavens.
Wait! Why does my child not rise, golden and hot like yours? Why does my child float pale and corpse-like through the darkness?
Your negligence allowed this to happen. While your half lay forgotten upon the ground, the blood drained from its flesh, leaving it cool and unable to chase the night away. Now it floats listlessly through the darkness forever.
Meh.
Thus it was that night and day were formed. While the moon would languidly pass across the sky, the sun, filled with warmth and vigor, would race across its blue expanse. While its heat could prove to be exhausting to mankind, its absence proved all the more daunting. Most found the short days and long nights to be quite disheartening. As the sun was setting one day, Maui came across his mother, weeping over her carefully crafted mats and kappa cloths.
Mother, why do you weep?
Oh, Maui, I have so many kappa cloths to make for our people. Every day I pound the fine bark of certain trees with wooden mallets until the fibers are beaten and ground into a wood pulp. Then I create thin sheets of pulp so that they can be crafted into lovely clothing and mats. But every day I lay them out to dry only to have the sun run away. I must then pick up my day's work unfinished.
I am so sorry, Mother. You must be so tired.
Maui, you have done so much for your people. Your influence has allowed the heavens to be shared with mankind. But the days are so short that fruit cannot ripen.
The villagers overheard the conversation and came to share their sorrow.
The sun flares so brightly as it races that even while we exalt the day, your people blister and sweat in its light.
No prayers can be finished. No food preparations can be completed.
We all scramble every day only to be thwarted by nightfall.
How wicked of the sun! I opened the vault of the heavens, which made it possible for that selfish child to stay in the sky, and this is how he repays me? I will ensnare it and punish it for its thoughtlessness.
Without further ado, he went over to Io, the volcano on the northwest of the island on which he lived.
Hello, Io. It has been years since you have opened your harrowing red eye. Look what has been wrought during your slumber. The most lovely green valley in all the islands. I can think of no better place to wait for that brash, discourteous son. Ah, there he is, on the eastern side of Mount Haleakala.
He crossed over the plain from Io and climbed to the peak of Mount Haleakala. There he carefully studied the path of the burning sun as it rose up and passed directly over the top of the mountain.
It is said that this is the house of the sun itself. I can see that it must be so. You are foolhardy to come this way, arrogant child. The great crater of Haleakala rests right here upon the summit. A perfect place to snare and keep you like a fish in a net. Excuse me?
I was just wondering, are you the errand boy or the fool?
You had best explain yourself, old man.
Not a fan of riddles. Fine, I'll speak plainly. You will never catch the sun. You are only an idle nobody.
Never one to mince words, Maui made a simple promise before turning back toward home.
When I conquer my enemy and my desires attained, I will be your death.
Oh.
Once he had returned to the village, he went straight away to his mother's home.
My plan is simple. I simply cut the legs out from underneath the sun. He will not run so fast after that.
Are you certain of this plan? It seems a feat of great strength. I know you are strong, my son, but...
I am strong enough!
Of course you are, my love. Here, take this rope. It is made of 15 strands of well-twisted fiber.
Is there anything else?
Go to your grandmother, who lives in the great crater of Haleakala. She will have the tools you need for this great endeavor.
All right, then I'm off.
Then you must climb the mountain to the place where a large willy-willy tree is standing. There you will find where the sun stops to eat your grandmother's cooked bananas. Hide until Kalauhelemoa, the rooster, crows 3 times. Then watch your grandmother go out to make a fire and put on food. Then take her bananas. Then she will look for them and find you and ask who you are. Then tell her you belong to Hina.
When she had taught him all these things, he went up the mountain to the place Hina had directed.
There is a large willy-willy tree, just as Mother said. That must be Kalauhelemoa, the rooster. Second crow. There she is, my grandmother with her bananas. As the rooster was right on time, so must I be.
The old woman carefully laid a few of the bananas on the ground and turned away to continue her preparations. Maui snatched them quickly as he could from the ground.
Yes, now it's time for... Where are the bananas for the sun? This cannot be right. I will simply lay more out. But see here, those bananas are gone now too. All of the sun's bananas have gone. Who would steal from a little woman nearly blind and doing a solemn duty? See here. You think you can hide from me? I may not see you, but I can smell you. There's a man here. Who are you? To whom do you belong?
I belong to Hina.
Hina's child? Why have you come?
I've come to punish the sun. He speeds across the sky so fast that Hina's tapa can never dry.
I see. Take this magic stone, boy. It will act as your battle axe. You must also take these ropes to go with that one Hina gave you. To catch the sun, you must make a place to hide here by this large willy-willy tree. When the first leg of the sun comes up, catch it with your rope of 15 strands. Then tie all his legs with my ropes to the willy-willy tree and strike the body with the stone axe.
Thank you, grandmother. I shall dig a hole to conceal myself beneath the roots of this tree and do just as you say.
No sooner had Maui finished concealing himself than the first fiery leg of the sun came up along the mountainside.
What's this? How dare you try to ensnare me? I'm caught!
One by one, the legs of the sun came over the edge of the crater's rim and were caught.
Only one leg of 16 still remains.
I will not be stopped!
At last, the final leg crept over the edge and was caught.
No, let me go!
Oh no, you will not escape back to the sea. I only hope this willy-willy tree can hold you for a...
Maui tied the ropes fast to the tree and pulled until the body of the sun came up again.
Now you shall pay for what you have done to my mother and people.
Brave Maui brought up his magic stone axe and began to strike and wound the sun.
Wait, stop! Give me my life!
If you live, you may betray me. Perhaps I had better kill you now for certain.
Please, do not do this. I don't understand. What is it that you want?
For as long as you have been in the sky, my people have loved and hated you. You bring them the light they desire, but for only a short time. When you are here, you burn them with your ferocity and vigor. You do not heed their pleas for a longer, gentler day, no matter how they ask you. I am the one that has allowed you to live among the stars, and yet you return my gift with this behavior?
It is my fondest wish to race through the heavens. The blood in my veins demands it. But I understand the plight of those that live under my gaze. So I offer you a bargain. Half the year, I will give your people long, happy days. These are the days they may plant and harvest and that their work may be performed.
The other half of the year, you may bound across the heavens to your heart's content. Our winter months may be your halcyon days.
I do find this to be acceptable, and I will honor my end.
I will allow you to keep 8 of your 16 legs in exchange for the shorter winter days. This will ensure that you will not burn quite so brightly and that my people can live under you with less suffering.
That I should be torn again in such a way will make Vatea weep, but my death would surely make the tears all the more bitter and lasting. I concede.
Despite the eventful morning, Maui's day was not yet over. There was still the man who had mocked him, the man whom Maui had made a promise to, and Maui always kept his word. Momo, the man who had mocked Maui's ability to ensnare the sun, had watched the great deed happen from the beach he lived on. Therefore, he had a head start when Maui came running down the mountain to kill him.
You rose quite early to snare the sun, but you should have risen earlier to catch the likes of me.
Run from one side of the island to the other as many times as you like. Nothing will save you from me.
And run they did, up mountains, through valleys, across searing beach sands, and past cerulean pools filled with barracuda. They ran until the sun was nearly gone, and both were out of breath. But Maui had the man finally cornered by the sea.
Catch a shark by the tail, foolish boy, and you'll face the jaws up close. I will smash you with this rock into so many pieces that neither heavenly orb will be able to light them all.
Your rock may be large, but mine still has my grandmother's magic. Magic enough to hack the limbs from the sun itself.
With that, Maui slew the man and left his remains by the seaside where he had fallen. He became the black rock by the shore that to this day anyone can pass and know the consequences of doubting the great Maui.
I hope you enjoyed the tale. When you return, perhaps I will tell you another.
The tale of Maui Snares the Sun was reinterpreted by L.J. Donnell. For more information on Anansi Storytime, visit us at spiderstorytime.com. Follow us on Twitter at Anansi Storytime and like us on Facebook at Anansi Storytime. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next time.